Hi everybody, welcome to another Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil. And today, bottle number 269, picked by, who picked it? Deepa. Deepa picked this one. So, you can see, actually, you can see that Deepa didn't take her whiskey. You can see that the shelves have been rearranged again because, look, we've only got 2 shelves left, 3 layers. So what have we got? I think 37 or something bottles to go. Need to double check now. But it does mean that we've got 2 full layers, full shelves, which means I've restocked the tail end. So we've got Arran 18 back, Deanston 20s on the shelf next to Bowmore, and a couple have moved back up. Anyway, that's where we are. Now, we are forgetting what we're doing. Part of our whiskey investigation is going to be checking the viscosity. How's everyone doing today? While I charge this up. I see Tony Nelson's in. Oh, Tony, something's in the mail to you. Bobby J, Jimmy Jazz. Taste and Sensibility. Great name. Let's get this going. And then we can get onto the main tasks ahead. And start. Did I get that start? Can't quite see it on the camera. I think we need to give it maybe 2 extra seconds. I was a little late. Any thoughts on this one before we start?
Very keen to know what it is.
I think it's a strong one from what I remember.
Very different from other whiskies.
Who else is in? David Owen, Whiskey Vault, Peat Head, Whiskey 101, 9 Dimes, Peat Head again, Jimmy Jazz. Oh, lots of people. Carlos, how you doing? Oh, it's Falsgraff's birthday. Congratulations. No, you're not a 1970, Tony. I mean, Peter. Falsgraff. Yesterday's glass. Okay, hang on. I'm slightly out of sync here. For the next 12 minutes, we are going to nose it, taste it, rank it on the shelf, if it's possible to get on the shelf now. Good whiskies are not making it on the shelf. There's some good stuff up there. Oh.
It's right. Dirty, actually.
But not that much left in the glass, considering how strong it was yesterday. I thought
Invisible complexity.
I thought there was going to be more.
Very invisible complexity.
Invisible complexities. Because they're not there anymore. But slightly... Now, this peat thing came up yesterday. I would almost say very faint peat and sweet vanilla.
Sweet and dirty.
72, Falsgraff. Not 72 years old, 1972. You young people.
What did you say?
It's Falsgraff's birthday. He's from 1972. Still, that's an expensive whiskey, isn't it? No birth year whiskies for the oldies. Right, let's pour something and see. Do we get the big bubbles? If I can make them as big as possible. Oh, they are fat bubbles. Super fatties, aren't they? Where is the shaker? Ooh, okay, let's start at 56. Go up from there, I think. Yeah, look, those bubbles are boiling off. 61, we have to go into bourbon territories to get close, I think. Okay, that's more like it, isn't it? More like it. So, high 50s, possibly into the 60s, I would guess, from that.
And the colour is starkly yellow.
Yeah, there is a slightly unusual colour to it, isn't there? Get some light through that. It's quite golden, isn't it? Quite golden yellow. Got no notes. Deep's got the note paper. So, oh, sweet grapes. Like white grapes.
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like grape juice when I went into it that time. Falscraft. Oh, you got a grain from Invergordon today, distilled in 1972. 43-year-old. No, hang on. Oh, 2016. Yes. And how much was that? Was it below 300? Michael Wood, Octomore.
Wow.
I don't think there's actual peat in this. It's an illusion. We actually called it Sweet Peat Simulator because we couldn't honestly say there was peat in it, but it kept making us think there could be. Something about the experience.
It's chocolate and it's sweet.
Oh, missed the timer. Did I miss it twice? Someone's going to shout out. Who was paying attention? 3:29. Peathead's paying attention. Thank you very much, Peathead. That means pretty viscous, actually. 112% compared to standard vodka. So 112% is above the average 107 for whiskey, which suggests, I've noticed, in general, the higher ABV, the higher viscosity whiskies have got quite a lot of sherry in them, typically.
Because of oil.
260 euros. Falscraft. Yeah.
Oh, flowers.
Dirty like a Ben Nevis whiskey vault. Not quite enough. Okay, let's give some proper notes.
Flowers.
Sweet, floral.
Flowers.
It's definitely like it's like grape juice mixed with honey on the full glass. Strong.
Thick honey.
A lot of vapor. Slightly biscuity as well. Like it's not like dark sherry. I mean, the color doesn't suggest dark sherry. Could be a mix. Could be a bit sherry.
Wine, maybe Sauternes.
Could be Sauternes. I did say grapes and honey, didn't I? So white wine, syrupy grapes. That could be pointing in Sauternes direction. Bunna PX whiskey fin. Could be PX also. Okay, let's
But I'm not picking up prunes, plums.
True. Not pruny or plummy.
It's more of honey. Just honey.
Not getting peat now. We might get this peat effect when we taste it again. Let's go with a lot of water. I want to start water down. Might indeed be the Edradour Peathead. The colour is suspicious. Don't think we've got many that would class as fake colour now. A little bit more biscuity, oaty now.
And
on the
also
nose.
Why savoury with honey? No,
Savoury. That's what I'm saying. Like it's biscuity with the honey.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a smell.
Have a taste. So with the water opening up a bit more.
Yeah.
Young. What does that remind you of? Is there anything we've had similar? It's
Ben Nevis.
maybe it's not quite as dirty as Ben Nevis, is it? But it could be. Sauternes. Could be
Very
Sauternes.
shy, thin of licorice, but it's beautiful. Very nice.
I put a ton of water in that, and that's actually tastes about right. Now, see that back end finish where you were saying a little bit licoricey. It is a bit like burnt char licorice, which is the simulator of peat. It's not peated, I don't think.
No.
But there's a licorice char finish after the sweetness that pulls it in that direction from an experience point of view. In the same way that Craigellachie you can mistake as being peated, but it's more that it's just dirty. Ben Nevis typically isn't peated, but it has that dirty side as well.
I'm enjoying the finish, even though there's nothing left in the finish, but it's made me feeling contented. I feel good. There's the ingredient effect of any
Yeah.
grassy any.
And it's more tobacco leaf kind of dry dirtiness at the end. It's not smoky. Okay, I'm going a bit stronger now. Now I think you mix your own level, whatever you want to try. This is a little bit stronger. Do you want to try this first? Bobby J. Any lemon? It's more lemon than plums, but I wouldn't say it was particularly lemony.
More of a summer wine.
Oh, Whiskey 101, you have the Edradour, is that right? You've got honey, white grape, bread, malt, flowers, quite yeasty. Those all fit. And you've had the Edradour Sauternes before? Because that is on the list, isn't it? How are we doing for time?
It definitely, yeah. I mean, it's not very finished,
True.
but I'm feel good about the finish.
Yeasty. I think it is quite yeasty. White grapes, yeast, honey. Let's have a look at the picture. So it's got a few little hints of things which are interesting, entertaining off notes. A little bit of pink and purple, sort of sulphury types of things, which you get with wine barrels sometimes. And like I say, there's dusty grey things, but they're not quite peat. Whiskey and Trails, going with the Mortlock. It could be dirty Mortlock also.
Have you tried the first trick?
I'm a bit scared because I want to try... Okay, I'm going to do this. That'll probably be about the same. Better or worse? It's that time. 3 minutes early for better or worse.
More dirty, suffery. I prefer 2 days because the suffer gets rid of me.
Oh, that is quite sulphury, isn't it?
But it's good.
Let me try today's.
First trick.
Okay, go on. I want to watch.
But you first is not that strong, but now I'm fine. But there's so much sweetness in a sweet dessert.
You are right. It is better than Deanston 20 Oloroso, which is just on the shelf. And I think you're right. The sulphur of the Deanston is getting in the way. And although this does taste younger, it has a much more kind of balanced experience.
Beautiful curve. At the finish, I'm not sure at the finish.
Do you think it's Scottish?
Yes. Because it does not have the spices of other country.
Cavallan sherry. Oh. So, much more on the dry, dark, herbal, char, coffee direction.
Molasses. Riga.
Now, that's...
Prunes. Plums.
Yeah, prunes, plums. Compared to this, this is light and fresh by comparison.
At the finish.
Sweet.
Grapes again.
Okay. We have an excuse.
It is more of a dessert.
Yeah, it's a dessert whiskey. That would fit with Sauternes as well.
So, I love it.
Time's up, but we haven't got to Springbank yet. So, I don't know if you'll be able to read the label. This is one that we picked up at the distillery, but this is a Springbank Sauternes, which is 14 years old.
I think it's more of dirt.
This is
maybe a touch of peat.
This is almost 57%. Is this stronger or is this stronger?
I would not say stronger. That's thicker. Heavier. Very dessert. I think more of
it was so Springbank when I stuck my nose in. It does have that grapey factor though, doesn't it?
No,
Yes, it does.
I actually like today's better. It's more the fresh summer grapes. That I get maximize the pocky in vineyard.
What, you actually said it's better than the Springbank? Okay, I've got one more to try.
But it's because it's almost green.
Let me try full strength. Okay, that's stronger than that 57. Oh, lovely sweetness though, isn't it?
Yeah, when you put other stuff.
Well, you've said it's better than Deanston, I agree.
Yes.
Bowmore, Old Pulteney with its delicate details. You know, maybe. Would you rather have the Springbank green, do you think?
I love desserts. So I will put things into the category for the desserts.
What about Kilkerran 8?
I'm sure it is.
Oh, hang on. We have another Springbank Sauternes. Let's better or worse this one. Better or worse? Okay. That's way more curious and interesting. It's like dark Sauternes, but there's a bit of toothpaste going on in there as well.
Everybody deserves about it. I would prefer it because it's more. It's easy. That's why you need to concentrate.
Okay, I'm not going above there. Would I rather have Glendron at 15? Or the Sauternes? I don't... Slightly bitter at the end. I'm sort of pushing back down again. Maybe by the Glen Scotia 15.
I prefer this over Glen 15.
What about Hackshoe 12? Right. This will be one we'll resolve after the show. But it is on the shelf. On the lower shelf. Not on the upper shelf.
Okay. Akusu.
Okay, we'll work it out later. One more, better or worse. But this is peated. This is Kilchoman Sauternes. And again, we were obviously thinking in the Sauternes direction. Because I brought those samples up. Does it taste Sauternes-y?
Oh, I like that. The best. It's better than this. It's very nice. Combination, very balanced. But ABV is that.
Only 50?
But the Peat, I Sauternes. But this one is only Sauternes. So it's fun too much.
So you're saying this should be back on the shelf? Do you prefer this over the Deanston?
Yes.
We've started another tasting.
Yes.
Kind of bitter by comparison to this. Might see that on the shelf next week as well. Right. What can it be? Let's have a look. We know it's high ABV. Could it be a Ben Nevis? That seems a little bit unlikely, but because that Ben Nevis 10 I think has, well, it could be. You know, it could be that Ben Nevis. I didn't even think about that. Ben Nevis? Could be. Amrut Port Nova. Seems like an outside chance of it being Port Nova, but you never know. Glen Elgin, Edradour, Linkwood, Deanston, Mortlach, Longrow, local barley even. Probably not the Octomore. Probably not old enough for the Clynelish. No smoky for Lagavulin levels. Again, younger than a 30-year Tomor, surely. And the ABV is higher than those. So, Edradour. Didn't I call out Edradour at the end of last week? I said, no, that's Edradour Sauternes strength. Any chance it's Springbank, local barley? There's still one left. Bunnahabhain PX. Okay, rejected.
There's no port.
No port? Okay. What about Wine finish, Deanston Bordeaux.
But the colour. And it's more of a summer white wine.
Or Mortlach. But this is quite old, I think, isn't it? 26-year-old. That's too old.
Yeah.
Not Springbanky enough.
Because it's not savoury.
Not
it's
red enough.
On dessert. Dessert.
Come on. Hang on. Sorry,
It's getting easier.
we had two paper ones. Glenelgan, but
No,
ex-bourbon
they're not
9 year.
lemony, that lemony.
I think it's sweeter than lemony. It's possible though. At 61%, it's an 8-year-old. It is possibly this. I don't think it's a 21-year-old Linkwood. Even though this is almost 60%, you never know. Sometimes old high ABVs taste younger because of that. Maybe the barrel is less active and it's kept its strength. But maybe. But no.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, we don't know anything about this either, do we? Oh, I see a sticker on it. Says $160 plus taxes. So expensive for a young one.
We put the stuff over here.
The Edradours we've had in the past have been the Caledonia 12. And we had the other sherry Edradour, didn't we, recently? Didn't bring that one up, I don't think. They've all been kind of a little dirty, funky. Does this have Edradour funk? Maybe that's what we're thinking is the peated experience simulator.
Oh, there's a bit of almost suffer, but more of dirt.
Yeah, that's what I said in the picture. There's some little off notes in here. It's this dirty candy.
Yeah, dirty candy.
Dirty candy. Definitely a stripper name. Right.
Actually, the more I act it because it's
Is it better than Aaron 18? That's what I've put last on the shelf.
You brought that.
I'm just asking, do you think?
And
Okay.
I prefer this.
Right, let's go to the chat before we get to the reveal. Let's see. What's everyone thinking? Whiskey Vault. Guess you have to do all 300 again. That's true. It's only fair.
Why?
Bobby J. Oh, talking to Gerben. Allardyce at 250. Yeah, that's too expensive, Bobby. I think Allardyce Glendronach 18 is still around 160, 170 over here when I saw it a few months ago. Could be wrong. You never know. What are the other guesses? Hang on. Daffmill? Who's going to Daffmill? Oh, no. Not going. I thought someone was going to get Daffmill. Whiskey 101. Yes, you called out Edradour, but you were too drunk, so it doesn't count. Did need a bit of a lie down after the last show. Springbank 10. It could be. Holscraft. Okay, I'm with you. That was my guess, but again, I doubt I was the first. How many people do we have with Edradour as a guess? If not the Octomore, then the Amrut Port Nova, Michael. Okay, just to be different. Fair enough. Oh yeah, you do like that Ibisco bottle, Gerben. Yes. Right, I think we are ready for the reveal. Here we go. If we get this right, we will be about 7 out of 8.
It's the $60, but it's better value for the same money.
Let's find out what it is first. It is, of course, getting easier to guess. Are we ready? Ready for the reveal? Come on, give us some Edradour. ABV, we're thinking 60 plus. Ooh, 60. It's 11 years old. It is a Highland, and it is from Edradour.
It was easier because
the choice, it's going to be easier every week. So we ended up paying $174 for this.
Expensive. Will you be that price again for this?
No, not worth it. Well,
That's a different.
having said that, so you said you prefer the Kilchoman Sauternes, and we've only got a little bit left, and then I realised we have a backup.
Good for me. Good for me.
Now, we paid $125 for this in December 2020.
Can I see this?
Hold on. And the Edradour, we bought it the same month. So actually, we bought these at the same time. This is better value, even though it's 60%. So normalized, let's see, down to this is $10.5 per year, whereas the Kilchoman is actually younger and $12.5 per year.
But this one was again Sauternes.
Well, there's that lovely combination of sweet and peat, and it's funny that we call this Sweet Peat Simulator because it doesn't really have peat; it has dirtiness. But no. Would you like to try another whiskey?
Yes.
What about this one? This is one of our favourite distilleries in that it is Clynelish, but it is also Sauternes and it's also Cadenheads. So it might have a bit of Campbelltown life if it's been matured in the Cadenhead warehouse. It's got Sauternes, which we like, and it's got Clynelish. It is 53%. This has never been in the blind tasting, but one that I picked up at the auction. 21-year-old also. And it is $285.
It's very different. As own Canada, I still prefer get coming. It's good. It's good.
I will trade you this for the Kilchoman. There's no way Kilchoman's better than that. You go to the
it's a shot for me, but it's the finish.
Yeah, because this is where things start to get integrated, not so separate.
I think it's very easy.
Where would I put that on the shelf? I would put it over here somewhere.
So easy but fantastic.
Easy, fantastic.
Best value for money and fantastic. But
so at 170 that we paid, I'm just looking what's kind of comparable. No, 270. There aren't many on the shelf that are cheaper. I'll have to go from the bottom. The Deanston, we actually paid less money than this.
But I actually prefer this.
The Bowmore about 100. Old Pulteney.
That is all fantastic.
The Hackshoe is about 120. You're saying it might be slightly better? Yes, I would agree. The Springbank Green, we only paid about 130 for that.
I'd go for that for Springbank Green.
So we're probably saying that the Edradour is ahead of Hackshoe?
It's better.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah.
In between Hackshoe and Glen Scotia.
Because it's too simple.
So, but it's about $50 too expensive to be in this zone, I think. Yeah? Right. Over to the chat. Let's see what people think of that one. Who has had... I know every Edradour... Is this a single cask? Yes, it is. Let's have a look at the label. Let me take that off. What do we have? Obviously, 750ml. This is an American bottling. Is it... It's not a single cask, I don't think. Oh, it is. Cask number 335. So 2008 distillation, bottled in 2020. So only 255 bottles, 60.4%. Obviously, no fake colour in this one. I would say that Edradour is renowned for single cask bottling. So you can probably buy many different versions of an Edradour Sauternes, because one cask will be bottled for 750ml US. I'm sure if you buy a UK one at 700ml, it will not be the same cask. Not at only 200 and something bottles. We bought this one from the Whisky shop, the same place that we bought, and maybe on the same day that we bought the 2 top Ben Nevises, I think.
Aber the party is against it. It's a lack of subtlety.
Yeah, a lack of subtlety.
That is the only thing.
That's true. If we talk about the magic again, the whiskey magic, the magic is this wispy, ethereal, high-level, tiny detail that you can't really pin down as a description. The magic happens apparently only in old whiskies, and for me, especially in old second fill ex-bourbon. Now, a whiskey like this, quality control, it doesn't have that old magic. Isn't that a line from a Frank Sinatra song? That old magic called love again. Is that right? Is that a line? I think it has power in youth. It's athletic. I've been watching the Commonwealth Games. It's like watching a really good sprinter. Nice, lovely nose, though.
A flower, summer flowers.
Oh, that was a nice level of water. Oh, actually quite a lovely balance between the sweetness and the dirtiness.
It's beautiful. I
Yeah.
would say it's a beautiful dessert.
Yeah. This would be a good finish in a lineup, wouldn't it? Where you end up stronger.
But the finish is the stuff of the finish.
That's the youth. So there is no magic.
No. It's very obvious.
Magic is the undefinable quality that an old whiskey has. I'm sure someone who's a bit more literary could define it. Right, over to the chat again. Back to the chat. Because we do need to pick another bottle and we need to find out who of the many people got it. Right. Let's see. Fireworks for Jimmy Jazz. Thanks, Jimmy. Michael Wood, you nailed it last Thursday, Phil. That's true. I nailed it last Thursday.
The firework.
I'm having double fireworks for that one. Falsgraf also got it. That's for you, Falsgraf. Join the fireworks. Easier is a relative concept. Precarious Dave. To spot the Sauternes at first glance is higher skills. I think we're finally I must admit, if we think about our whiskey journey and how many whiskies we have now tried, it is a bit like marathon training. Although we still tend to talk in the show as if we're beginners, the reality is we're long past being beginners at this point.
I don't know.
We certainly don't have historical experience to say that when I tasted this in the 70s. No, we don't have that. We have 4-year experience, but we are solid whiskey tasters. And I think doing so many blind tastings have really made us focus on the flavors. And so I think our education has been more concentrated because of the blind tasting.
I'm very, very picky about the finish.
Very picky about the finish. We certainly know what we like a lot more now. We like expensive stuff. Okay, Lucas. Them? Falsgraf? Oh, I can't remember what you were talking to. Okay, Whiskey Vault. Oh my, I've seen it in the stores online. Found it a bit expensive. Yeah, what makes it that good? Is Ibisco. Oh, now you're talking about the Ibisco. Yes, I think that's just the name of the bottle shape, is it not? Very nice comparison. Oh, thanks, Dave. Okay, I'm going to claim it as a birthday thing. Yes, Falsgraf.
Yes.
Happy birthday, And congratulations. Birthday boy gets to pick top shelf, bottom shelf. And you've got 3 rows to choose from. Front, middle, back. Let's see. Happy birthday, yes. I must admit, I'm not one for birthdays because it just reminds me. I guess I'm old now. Every birthday. I've got this kind of philosophy though, which is a bit Scroogey philosophy, that if you have to celebrate your birthday, then all the other days must have been rubbish. Is that too negative an outlook? I'd rather have the other days be good.
But the other day we no got out to eat.
That's true. I'd like to keep a constant rubbish level. Oh dear. Okay. Whiskey Vault. Oh my, I've seen it in the... Oh yeah, right, we did that one. Whiskey 101. Whoop whoop. Well done. I was first on the Edradour very early on. Whiskey Vault. Whiskey 101 is giving it to Falsgraf. Birthday present. It's very good.
Whiskey 101. Forget about him.
How rude. He got it first. Is it your birthday, Whiskey 101? No. Might be. Kilhoman does so well in Sauternes. I remember a wonderful single cask for Jack Rose in DC recently. Oh, was it a higher strength than 50%? Probably was if it was a single cask. Yeah. Oh, and fully Sauternes throughout its life. That's right. Actually, is this?
I'm my first little Springbank.
It's downstairs. No, you can if you want. You have to go and get it. This Sauternes. Oh, that's right. This is a Sauternes cask finish, isn't it? $115 plus tax. How many years is this? The Sauternes cask finish is a vatting of 30 2012 bourbon barrels. Married in Sauternes wine cask for 5 months. Wow, only 5 months in here. Okay, that does surprise me. Where's Deepa's gone? She's gone to find her bottle of the Springbank blend where she put in mostly Sauternes and a bit of Ex-Bourbon. I said we could try it after, but no, she wants to try it now. Okay, Tim, Phil, you are so good at this maths. What is... Oh, okay, what's the number one value taste on the shelves? It doesn't have the magic, but I'm going to go straight to Aaron 14. Bit unfair considering that it's no longer available, but at $70-ish, I think the last one I bought. Still incredible. I think we have to shout out Springbank 12 cask strength. And heading up, the Flaming Heart compass box at around 130. Held up extremely well to the Brora and beat out the Ardmore 30-year-old in our opinion. Independent bottles, always good. Now, if we're going into just expensive and old stuff, we're still with the independents. I mean, 800 or something plus for something like a 25-year Highland Park? No. 500 for Laphroaigs? No, I don't think you can really go there. This from Wemyss, independent bottler, is a 19, I think, year Clynelish, which cost us around, I don't know, 150-ish. That, again, one for the independent bottles. Glentockers, again. So I think 20 plus year ex-bourbon lucky cask bottles are the best value. Glen Scotia 15 though, still pretty good. Okay, forget all of that. Old Pulteney, the 43% old bottle, if you see it on a shelf, it's probably under $50. That has got to be the winner. I hear footsteps coming back up the stairs. Bobby J, Really need to make an Edradour next on the bottle buy list. There you go. Let's see who else is saying things. Donna Pass. Hey Tim. Really enjoy Balekin, the peated Edradour. I thought Deepa might not be able to find it. Where did you look?
At the earthquake and back cabinet.
But the whole Springbank section is in the earthquake shelf.
Yeah.
And it's underneath to the right. I was about to tell you, but you ran off.
No, you're not there.
Oh, how sad. Oh, I have quite a bit of chat I need to catch up on here. I'm way back. That old devil called Love. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of English singer now. Oh, forgotten. Talking about the 80s. Precarious Dave. The magic. That's quite a good description for old refill bourbon. Yeah. That old black magic. I think I was confusing the two. Right, I'm going to scroll down. I'll catch up on the chat later. And Whiskey Vault, don't have to be so modest. Just look behind you. You could start a whiskey bar easily. That is true. I can see you're all chatting. Okay, Whiskey 101. You are not beginners. You're now into stage 2. Another 300 shows and you'll reach intermediate whiskey blind certification. That's true. Precarious Dave, 2 negative. You are as young as you will ever be. Do it now. That is a very good perspective, Dave. Very good. Peathead, you've stopped celebrating your birthday? Lots of chat. Okay, let me jump down. Falscraft. Okay then, Falscraft celebrating 50th birthday pick. Oh no, hang on, let's jump back up. Now I need to look, actually, don't I, for Falscraft's pick. Where is it? It's going to be top shelf, right, deeper side, back row. Okay, top shelf, deeper side, right at the back. There is a lot of dust. Well, on all of these bottles, but that does look especially dusty. Can we have a dust cam? Can you see it? There you go, look, you can see it if I tilt up. A lot of dust on there. This is going to be bottle number, here's my label, 270, to reflect Falscraft's age.
Can you write a birthday cake?
I could. On another day. Before we get to it. Bobby J, better late than never. Richard Jones. Michael Wood. I think the key is to enjoy the experience of the whiskey in the moment you're drinking it. Yes. It need not be expensive.
It's more fun.
And there is extra pleasure if it does not cost a fortune. You're right.
Yes.
There's too much pressure if the whiskey is expensive. And especially that idea of keeping it for a special occasion, because when you open it, it's not at its best. It's going to be much better a couple of months later, isn't it? Typically. Bobby J, you never know how long the show will go. Richard Jones, that is true. We're at 45 minutes. Peathead, I'm calling it today. Thanks for organising Whiskey Mystery to all you. Slancha. Thanks, Peathead. Good night. Richard Jones, we're going to stretch it just for you as a latecomer. No problems. What's left of the originals? Of the original bottles, I think there are very few left. Oh, you know, it doesn't show on that page actually. So watch a man look up the internet and I will live stream blind bottles. What is left? I think there's only, let's see, there's Deanston 15 organic. That is the one remaining. Yeah, that's it. Deanston 15.
What is the original meaning of the battery?
No, the original 24.
Oh.
I presume that's what you mean. Okay, Whisky 101. You use fireworks, but it's a 1 in 37 chance. That's true. Sometime soon, we need to replace fireworks with the printing of a raffle ticket. You don't know if the global community... they know raffle. I would think so. Raffle is fairly international, isn't it? Lucas, also going to sleep. What?
I think we got it at the Peat Sauternes combination.
Lucas, you can't go to sleep. It's only early for you. What are you talking about? Right. Let's start guessing early. Can we get a streak going? Like I started last week. Here we go. Whoa. I didn't really pour it in a bubbly way.
Sherryland.
But those are quite big bubbles, aren't they?
55.
It could be higher. Could be higher. Could be visually. Oh, hang on. Look at the fat bubbles that are left. Look at those. Hang on. Some biggies. Amroot Port Nova.
Traffus.
Without any smell or taste. No, you go. Because we all have to watch your face to see if it's going to make it on the shelf. Ooh, straight into a frown. Did you see it? Here we go. Ooh.
It's very different.
Wow.
I prefer today's.
What the hell is left? That could be that.
It's softer.
I don't have an immediate call out for that. But it is a strong one. Better or worse?
But at the finish, there's no... It stops very quickly. It's
Ooh, I don't know. We'll find out on Thursday. What do you think? There's a whole bunch of guesses. Amroot Port Nova. Bourbons are out. Must be sherry, Falsgraf, yeah. Michael Woods on the Amroot. Sherry colours, Dave, yeah. Yes, we are out of bourbons. Bobby J. Jimmy Jazz, nope. All gone. Deanston 9. Stop drinking it. We'll run out. Deanston 9 again. Longrow 14. Whiskey Finn. Glendronach 21. Colour Bourbon. Tim. Meh. Bourbon Frown. No bourbons. I think it is more... I think, honestly, the flavour contrast to the sweetness of this Sauternes is what made it jarring. Those two wouldn't go well together in a flight. Absolutely not. Michael Wood, yeah, one day you will be right. It does look a bit Bowmore in colour, to be honest. It has that. Any Peat? Could be.
no.
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 Could be. Can it be Thursday now? It could be. Paul John? Who knows? Looking forward to Thursday. All right, everybody. Okay. Sharing list or no sharing list? Sharing. Ooh, borderline. If you want to try the Edradour.
But not
Hang on.
half. Maybe but It's the third type of drink.
Backtracking.
Yeah, I think we need to keep some.
For a limited time only. If you would like to try Edradour Sauternes, it will be on the sharing list. Link in the description. I will add it shortly. Don't know what this one will work out at. Anyway, you'll see it in the list if you want to try. Thanks everyone for watching. Last little check on the chat. 1 in 36 people. Come on, get guessing. Not 1 in 36 people. 1 in 36 people. Come on, get guessing. I know. Really not many left. Bobby J found 3 bottles on the shelf at a local store about 18 months ago. Bought all 3. Oh, what were you talking about? Oh, Whiskey 101. The Bordeaux. 10-year Bordeaux. Wow, you got the Deanstons? Is that right? No. 46.3. That's a different bottle. Talking about something else. Fair enough. Phil, can you message me, please? Richard Jones. Send me an email. You can find it in the sharing list.
For stuff, because they're fun.
I'll try to remember to send you an email straight after, Richard. Okay, topping up my laddies now with another Isla. Ooh, Ugadal. A good batch, it seems. Fantastic. Great show once again. Thanks, Whiskey Bolt. Good night, everyone. And good night from us. We will see you on Thursday to find out what the maybe peated, maybe not peated, maybe sherry, maybe not sherry, maybe strong, definitely strong. See you then.